Have you ever been to a party where something went horribly wrong? Like they ran out of food, the music cut out, or the cake fell over? Now, imagine you're at a wedding. The celebration is in full swing, and they run out of wine. Total disaster. But then, someone's mom steps in, and that someone happens to be Jesus. Our story begins in John chapter 2, at a wedding in a little town called Cana in Galilee. We're in Cana, a small town in Galilee. It's wedding time. Back then, weddings weren't a few hours long. They were a week-long celebration. Picture dancing, laughter, family drama, and a lot of wine. Jesus is there, not to teach, not to preach. He's just chilling. He's been invited along with his mother, Mary, and some of his disciples. But then, tragedy strikes. They ran out of wine. In those days, running out of wine wasn't just bad catering. It was a full-blown social disaster. Like, people will talk about this for years, kind of bad. Remember Rebecca's wedding? The one with no wine? Yeah, that kind of memory. Mary sees the problem, and she knows just who to go to. She turns to Jesus and says, "They have no more wine." Jesus replies, "Woman, why do you involve me? My time has not yet come." Now Jesus answers her in a way that might raise a few eyebrows. "Woman, why do you involve me? My hour has not yet come." Wait, woman, relax. Back then, this was actually a respectful term. He wasn't being rude, just a little mysterious. Still, Mary doesn't argue. She does the ultimate mom move. She tells the servants, "Do whatever he tells you. He's going to fix this. Just watch." Nearby, there are 6 big stone jars. We're talking massive, 20 to 30 gallons each. These weren't wine jars. They were used for ceremonial washing, like ancient soap and water stations. But Jesus says, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then he tells them to dip some out and give it to the banquet master, the guy in charge of quality control. At this point, the servants have to be thinking, we're about to serve sink water to the master and get fired. But they obey. And when the banquet master tastes it, he does not realize where it came from. He calls the groom aside and says, "Everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink. But you have saved the best till now." Boom, miracle. Jesus just turned water into wine. And not just any wine, the good stuff, vintage heaven, probably. This wasn't just a party trick, it was Jesus' first public miracle. The moment where he revealed his power, not with thunder or lightning, but with wine, at a wedding, quietly. Why? Let's break it down. 1, God cares about the small stuff. This wasn't life or death, it was social embarrassment. And Jesus still stepped in. That says a lot. 2, Mary shows us how to trust. She didn't lecture Jesus, she simply told the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Boom, faith in action. 3, Jesus brings transformation. He doesn't just improve what's already there, he turns plain old water into something rich and joyful. That's what he does in our lives too. 4, the best is yet to come. Most people serve the best wine first. But Jesus flips the script. With him, the good stuff, the real joy, comes later, sometimes when we least expect it. So that's the wedding at Cana. Jesus' first miracle wasn't on a mountain, in a temple, or during a storm. It was at a party in a small town because someone's mom asked him to help. He didn't make a scene. He didn't take credit. He simply provided joy, quietly, powerfully, and abundantly. And that, my friends, is how Jesus made the guest list, saved the day, and revealed a glimpse of who he really is. What would you do if Jesus showed up at your celebration? Would you recognize him? Would you listen if he said, "Fill the jars with water"? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Bible stories.